Might make 2 videos today. That's if the second one's not admitted. But either way, just wanted to make some sports content first today, obviously. The other video of my Call of Duty that will come later on during the week. I was supposed to make that today, but I know if I made this second video today, I gotta be careful because of the mute on the phone. So the Call of Duty content is coming later on during the week. Just wanted to show you some sports content, obviously. And why I conquer shorter guys, counting people that are 5'8" or less, and counting Patrick at CCBC too. And why I conquer my cousin. This is gonna be a great video. But either way, here we go. Here we go. Oh man, so Venus and Mercury roll and went Uranus and Saturn from about Jason and Jenny. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry, Joe. You be alright. The Jason and Jenny went Venus and Saturn, Venus and Mercury mode, and Uranus and Saturn mode. You're gonna run today, Joe. Time out for Joe. I probably would have called it for him because he don't believe in calling timeouts. I always see the clock was running down in 2K. Don't run and not deposit that. Turn back to found it went Venus and Mercury mode and Uranus and Saturn with no defined air zodiac. Lookout, took up. Facial served up. If that person had got my way, but he didn't get my way though. That was for the game winner over Joe. Don't run. Got this. Put Joe's homeboy on skates and throws it down Joe's homeboy's face. Facial served up. You didn't see that coming after putting Joe's homeboy on skates. Facial served up after the fact, though. I got something for you on that. Even with a response. Don't run. Sorry, Joe. Give me that, Joe. Give me that. That's a steal. Give me that. First team all NBA defensive team. Jason and Jenny mode. And tomahawks at home, Joe. You're gonna run today. Hello, goodbye. Like Shadow the Hedgehog went right by 5'8". That was nothing, Joe. You're gonna run today. Nothing you can do about that, Joe. Who's the taller guy here? Nerfo stuffs it home. So much for Joe paying attention. Give me that, Joe. First team all NBA defensive team. You're gonna run today, Joe. You're gonna run today, Joe. Get out of my way. Time out for Joe. Facial served up on the shorter guy. Die. After taking it from him. Taking it from Joe on that. Hey, Tyler, just straight with the super chat. What's up? What's up? Home, Joe. Get out of my way. Got this. Could win Monkey D. Roofing mode and Ang and Core mode. Here we go, Joe. You're gonna run today. Oh, yeah. So, how you guard that, Joe? You can't. Yeah. Gotta have moves like that, boy. Great power move. Clocks it and rocks it like and clocks it and rocks it. Even with the guy was on stuffs it home. Joe don't like that. Even the women's say he don't like that, and man about to show it again. So here we go. Went Monkey D. Roofing mode. Joe. Bring it on, Joe, baby. Yeah. It did. This is what happens when long arms beat short arms all day. Clocks it and rocks it. Even with the guy was on clocks it and rocks it. You will run the D, Joe stuffs it home. Wait right by Joe. Like Shadow the Hedgehog stuffs it home. Joe didn't see that coming. Went sponsored by Google and Amazon. Driving both by sponsored by Google and Amazon. And Android and Apple. Went right by hello, goodbye like Shadow stuffs it home. Take it from Joe's home. Give me that, Joe's home. Give me that. And throw it down Joe's face. Get out of my way. That's what I thought. It's more than a game, huh, Joe? It's beyond a game. It's more than just that. When you have elite talent like me, it's more than just game in basketball and golf here, you know. Stuffs it in Joe. You got in my way on that stuffs at home. I got this, because Joe trying to double me. Joe and Joe's gonna try to double me. You ain't gonna do that to me. Like shout out, you're gonna learn today. So much for that. Spun right by Joe and puts it down in the face of Joe and Joe's homeboys right there. Facial served up. Stuffs it home. That was my good hand though, and I did it. Hey, Tyler, sister, producer, what's up? What's up? I got this, because Joe has to learn. So much regarding me, Joe. Gonna learn today. Hey, where's my two man? Super chat. What's up? What's up? Stuffs it home over Joe. This really could have been an and one, because Joe trying to elbow me. Can't do that, bub. That could have been an and one if it was. That was pretty special and unique, don't you think? That's taken into a 5'8" guy when you really can't guard me, indeed. With authority. I got this. I'm gonna take it right to Joe and Joe's one, like evil raised them evil can. Indeed. On a rack attack, Joe. Challenge, Joe couldn't challenge me at all. Stuffing you and your homeboys a double facial, sir, the double L. You don't like that. Double facial. Served up. Timeout for Joe if he calls it. And most of you heard that tweet right there in the background. Evil Ray has something new message, accessory on my gold title. You don't like that. Either way. You know. Go, here we go. But Joe doesn't want to play me in 2K, especially in basketball and golf. Now you know why, though. Right by Joe. 18-year-old Jason and Jenny went right by Joe for no one being that age. Yes, sir. In the finish. Stuffs it home in Joe's face. Get out of my way and I found. Gonna run on day on that, Joe. K smooth white side skate throws it down. Time out for Joe. You heard the tweet in the background. I got it to Joe's homeway. Don't run him. Indeed. Stuffs with my offhand over Joe's homeway. I foul. Tornado. Like Jason and Jane went Venus and Mercury mode and Uranus and Saturn mode. Indeed, Joe. That was nothing. Going to run today, Joe went right by a tornado dunk. Soaking went right there, spinning in midair. Even the women's edition. Upstairs, you can get by on-One Bonnie as well. Another person I know about. Right to on-One Bonnie. Stuffs it on. She stuffs it on. California Bears. Fighting Trojans. Trying slam dunk from on-One Bonnie, even in the women's edition. Monster Jam, indeed. Could put Pluto in Mars mode. 1-1 Bonnie. She throws it down and I throw it down. Right, the on-One Bonnie, right to just in the women's edition. Facial served up in the women's edition here. Upstairs of Jason and Jenny. If you can get indeed. On-One Bonnie. How'd she get to that one? And that ball was about to go out of bounds. She stuffs it home. Slammed like a tornado. Like on-One Bonnie went Mars. Wicked. Good. October Scorpio. Oh, a windmill jam like a woman too, indeed. That wasn't even fair. I just pulled up in Mars when she went Mars mode on you. Very good log for me on that. Tornado. I hit the bat ball. This is not new. Hit the bat ball, technical foul. A windmill jam like a saying too, huh, Joe? Hey, hey, with the J what's up? Stuffs at home, went spun twice. You're gonna run the day like Naruto, so you don't run in Kubi mode either. Went Bering mode on Joe, went godlike on timeout for Joe, if he called it. Jason J. Man, I knew. Tremendous pass from Brother Silky on that. Can't double me, Joe. Can't double me. Thank you, Dirk Gregory, because you're going to learn today on that too. That great pass from Dirk Gregory to me, big to little. That's what I'm talking about. Michigan Warriors. Don't worry, even in the women's edition. Right, the R1 Bunny, she stuffs it home in the women's edition. Love it, pass. The R1 Bunny. Wicked. Stuffs it home. 18-year-old R1 Bunny. Wow, get back in the women's edition, huh? Indeed. Indeed. Two-handed that slammed on the weak side, Joe. Missed the shot, and I stick it back in Joe's face. Damn, Joe, indeed. You let me do that. That was nothing to me. For R1 Bunch, she stuffs it home in Joe's face. Yeah, California Bears, I got this. The R1 Bunch sticks it back. Joe, indeed. On R1 Bunny on the foul out of nowhere. She came out there and snuck it in Joe's face. You don't like that in the women's edition either. You don't like that. You don't like that there. And I'll show it again for anybody that didn't see it. For my new audience that subscribed to me yesterday. Stuffed it when Jason and Jenny mode. I got this. I got this, Dirk. Joe don't learn. Joe. Jason and Jenny mode. Nowhere. Where did Joe look, huh? That's what I thought. Right to Tupac. Here we go. The projects indeed like me. Some messiahs, huh? And I'll show this again for anybody in my new audience that just subscribed to me just now. Either way. Right there, Will Smith. You're gonna run today. Want a dunk from Will Smith, huh? Ballet Academy, huh? What could have been if he was not acting. Give me that, Joe. And stuff it home. Deposit it. That's what I thought. And time out for Joe. Showtime, indeed. Even with the goggles on. Right, Gohan. Off the free throw line. That's just, whoo. I knew. You know, I want bonus, you knew. The women's edition. Oh, what a slam from I Want Bonnie years later. What a slam in the women's edition. Well, that was my good hand. You're going to learn today, Joe. And I elbowed Joe after the fact, and I found.